All right, what's up everybody, it's your girl Popular Owner here, coming to you with another video. As you can see, I am trying to conserve all energy, so we're just going to jump right in. As you guys can see from the title above, we are going to be asking, what do you, or should I say, what do you, okay, need to focus on? Where does your focus need to be right now? What would be the most beneficial thing, what would be the most beneficial thing for you to put your energy towards, focus on, redirect? What do you need to know right now? Okay, so we do have 3 piles here, as you guys can see. We have the Wizard's Tarot. Can y'all see, girl? I'm so scared to turn off the lights. Turn on the lights. I'd be scared, girl, to turn off these lights and really, you know, give y'all what needs to be given, because honey, I'll fall asleep. For those that don't know, girl P, I'm saying it in each video because I'm only, dang, I didn't even get to finish my sentence, but what I'm about to tell y'all, I'm saying it in certain videos because it seems like I'm only telling certain piles, but I think it's time to let people know, especially because I've been breathing a lot harder than I normally do. P is pregnant, okay? And P be about to fall asleep at the drop of a dime. So, I don't even need to turn the lights off. So, turn the lights off. All right, anyway. This is the Wizard's Tarot. I hope you guys can see. If you can't, you know, shoot. Must not have been meant, girl. This is kind of what the cards look like. You know, we're about to get into that good old Halloween spirit. Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be pile 1. Ooh, somebody's a police officer. You got a badge. Anyway, pile 2 is gonna be the New Era Elements Tarot. Look at my girl with them luscious locks and them freckles, honey. Hey, twin. Anyway, so this is what the deck is giving. Very beautiful. Okay, can you guys see? You guys are gonna hear my boyfriend in the background. He on a game. I mean, you might hear him. I don't know if y'all can, but I can hear him, girl. So anyway, this is gonna be my pile 2. New Era Elements Tarot. Somebody, I'm just gonna be naming out things that I keep picking up on. Somebody here was real big on like nursery rhymes when they were younger, or nursery, are they called nursery stories? I can't think, girl. Pregnancy brain had been really taking your girl, so just stick with me. But you know what I'm getting a lot of? Okay, what is it? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, something like that. Like, you used to could have done that a lot. But also, I'm getting a lot of this. Gigolo, gigolo. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? Not everybody gonna know, but what's that other one? You know how they do the shabuya, shabuya, roll call. But there is a specific one that I was singing the other day. Wait a second. It go like, hold on, is it like, do the butterfly, roll your body, do the gangsta, pop your body, pop your body. Ooh, it's giving. Anyway, I'm sorry. Pile 3 is going to be the Golden Tarot. You could have a black cat if you pick this deck, but doesn't have to be. You could just have a black cat and be someone that's watching this. That's just letting you know that you meant to be here, girl or boy, whoever, girl or boy. Anyway, this is what it's giving. Girl, I'm so tired of these damn gnats. It's my fault. I had the plantains out. You know, I had to let the plantains get ripe. I was just like, Paige, you can't stand gnats, but you sure enough do be making it real easy for them MFers to reproduce. You genuinely do. But anyway, so yeah, girl or boy, whoever. These are the piles. Go ahead and pick intuitively. Let's just set the intention really quick. I'm talking to all my spiritual guides and ancestors of the highest vibration and Lord God. If anybody is not supposed to be up in this chat, I rebuke them and whatever low vibrational ancestor spirit guides and whatever they might be bringing. We are doing high vibe here. Now, Lord, Please give me the energy to do this reading. But also let me conserve my energy. I want to do at least 3 to 4 cards. I don't want to do too much, but still get the message across. Allow me not to do too much. Period. Okay. So yes, y'all. I don't know if there's going to be an extended, or there might be some type of video that I put after this. Look at me doing too much. God was just like, girl, you do it to yourself. But I don't know, because I think I might put something on Patreon about what do you need to release. But I don't know, girl. I could just be feeling ambitious. But anyway, so yeah, you guys, these are the piles. Go ahead and pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your group. All right, you guys. So I actually, oh, I'm sorry. Hey, pile 1. But anyway, I actually may, uh-oh, I see it. I may pause this again to pull other cards off camera, but something about these initial cards they wanted me to pull off camera or on camera. Now, what I'm about to say is just a channeled message. It doesn't mean it applies for everybody, but I do feel like there's a big congratulations wanting to come to someone here. You could have gauges. You could have like a tribal background. Doesn't have to be. But anyway, there is a big congratulations wanting to come to this pile because you have recently tried something new, gotten a promotion, excelled in some type of curricular activity. And I don't know, I was seeing a badge earlier. It's giving like deputy energy. But no, it's giving like you earned a badge. You have promoted. You are in a higher position. You put the energy in to at least take the steps towards doing something that you were uncomfortable with. Okay? Some of you guys are still in the waiting period, waiting to try to hear something back. And I do feel like really quick, because I just got a little bit of anxiety. This is just a separate message for whoever needs it, whether you're in the waiting period trying to hear back from someone regarding like a job or something of that nature, scholarship, whatever. But for those of you that even recently got promoted and you're in a new position, please do not allow the difficulties you may be facing at this time make you feel insecure and less than as you progress forward. You made it here for a reason. You are fully capable of excelling in this. Yes, it is new. Yes, you're having to learn different things. Yes, there might be some outside BS happening outside of you that's like starting to trickle down. Yes, you might be a little bit drained. It's different, but this is not the time to start doubting yourself. You have literally fought for this. That was something I just had to get out. Sorry. Anyway, you're going to excel. It's new. It's going to feel weird. It's gonna feel like a lot. Make sure you're doing what you can. Organizing yourself where you can, taking self-care where you can, but also making sure you have the knowledge to make things easier for you. Please do not start to spiral in insecurities, because you deserve this position. That's for somebody. But anyway, pile 1. What do they need to focus on? Yeah, there's something here about release the need to be perfect about everything. Because I literally shuffled this deck at least 15 times before I even came on here. Why am I still shuffling it? Like, girl, like we already did that, okay? Anyway, what does pile 1 need to focus on? What does pile 1 need to focus on? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's crazy. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, and what else? What do they need to focus on? And the Queen of Pentacles. I am going to get some clarifier cards. Can you give me a clarifier card to this Ace of Cups in reverse? We have the 8 of Wands. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? The 3 of Pentacles. And then we have this Queen of Pentacles. We have this 10 of Wands that was kind of like there, but I really didn't pull it as a clarifier. But let's see. Why the Queen of Pentacles here? I'm going to tell you exactly. This is very simple. Thank you, God. It's very quick and easy. Let me tell you. We got the Knight of Swords. So, you know, P is going to keep it real with you because P loves you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, honey, I ain't telling you nothing that I wouldn't tell myself. For real. Like, I be hard on myself. This is my thing. So, we have this Ace of Cups in reverse. And we have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. You know, we already talked about it. Let's start with this Ace of Cups in reverse and this Eight of Wands. I'm telling you guys, my channeled message is very, very loud right now. The one that I just gave you guys. There's something here that we may be trying to force instead of flowing, okay? Moving too fast to try to make something happen when it's not supposed to go like that. Cutting corners. I recently just actually gave this message to one of my clients. We all go through it. At the end of the day, I could tell you guys are very ambitious. You are used to succeeding, okay? You want to succeed very badly. And there's another message that I'm going to give on the contrary. But anyway, with this Eight of Wands, you're being asked to be in the moment and see how you can grow without you having to cut corners. You know what this gives me? Okay, so how can I use myself? Because I know it's better for me to talk about myself so y'all don't feel like I'm just coming at y'all. For example, okay, so your girl was in honors classes. I was in the gifted classes. And I ain't really struggled with my work and stuff. Like, I didn't have to really study. I mean, I still did because I liked school. Like, my mom used to be a teacher. So, one of her many jobs. But she used to be a teacher and she would bring home all this work. And I used to love Hooked on Phonics. You know, just a real nerd girl. But anyway, I was very smart. Okay, so once I got to college, girl, I was so used to just making it. But then I had to really study. I was like, dang, girl, you got to really study. Not just that, you dealing with these men's on the side. You got these new experiences. Thank God I didn't freaking, what is that called? Live on campus? Honey, I would have been a wild child. But honey, it was like hard to focus, even just like, I guess the word would be commuting. But it was like different for me. I'm like, dang, I was able to juggle all this stuff before. What's wrong with me now? But it was just a different elevation of what I had already been through. But my mind had not recognized that. So I was still trying to do the same old things, trying to make things progress, maybe even getting frustrated, like, oh my gosh, like I never had to do this before. Next thing you know, I start to feel inadequate. I start to feel like, damn, is it me? Am I a failure? And it's like, no, girl, you're still smart, but you're being asked to elevate. You're being asked to hold yourself accountable. Take a little bit more responsibility. Maybe this is a chapter where God just doesn't want you to cruise on by. Maybe there's certain skills, certain hardships that you have to go through during this chapter in order for you to excel later in the future. It'd be hard for us to think so far in the future because we don't know what the frick is going on. But you know, maybe you need to go through some roadblocks. I'm gonna just say some failures, or just some times where you really have to put the work in, you know, get the gears flowing, because it's preparing you for something in the future. A lot of you guys are meant to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy where you're meant to have a higher position in work, career, or something that you do. Some of you guys are meant to have people working under you. You're going to be like a manager, a CEO, a teacher even. It just feels like there's an elevated energy here that you guys are, well, that God's trying to get you guys prepared for, where you're going to have to maybe teach other people below you. Oh yeah, okay, all right, phone, thank you for the clarification. Where you're going to have to teach people underneath you or be some type of guide for them. And sometimes God has to take you through a lot of things, as coming from somebody that knows, because how else are you going to talk to the people? How else are you going to connect to the people? I feel like the greatest bosses, especially in the military, were the ones that had that discipline, but they also had that empathy, and they were able to have a balance without coming off too laissez-faire or too like, oh, you could just run over me, but they also weren't like a tyrant. Okay, anyway, that's something that they're saying to focus on. I don't know if I meant to say what I just said. Hold on really quick, because did I tell y'all exactly what to focus on, or was I just explaining? I can't remember, girl, just stick with me. But they don't want you to get lost in the sauce and start deceiving yourself in regards to why certain things are happening. It's not because you're necessarily not meant to be here. You weren't meant to get this position. You weren't meant to elevate. You weren't meant to go to this school. It's not that. It's just these are certain challenges, poo. Okay? We gotta tighten up. We gotta put our big girl, big boy, boxer briefs, panties, whatever, big girl thong on. We gotta do it, okay? This is just what is necessary. So I feel like what they're wanting you to do is redirect your energy instead of thinking, dang, I made the wrong decision, or dang, I'm not meant to be here. Dang, I messed up. Dang, blah, blah, blah. You know, instead of doing that, look at this as an opportunity for you to take a step back and really regrow yourself. Let the ego go. A lot of times when I say take a step back, people are so used to being in the emperor or the empress position that they forget sometimes it's necessary for you to go back to that Page of Swords energy in the beginning, where you're in a place where you can learn, where you can really digest information, where you're in a place where you're able to be taught. You're not always going to be the one in the head position. That's just what it is. I also feel like, yeah, it all just goes with resisting. Do not get caught in a cycle of just thinking that you're less than. That's not what this is about. This is to help you collaborate with the energy that you have going on. Some of you guys are in a position where you have to work with others right now, and you may not like to work with others. Your main goal might be to be the head honcho, and that's fine, but it's not going to happen overnight. So we got to start here. Okay, how are we going to get to the end goal? How are we even going to be able to see the end goal? Because I literally just heard somebody say, well, dang, I don't even know what the end goal is. How are we going to be able to see it if we can't redirect and focus our energy right now and try to look at this as an opportunity? Now, anyway, with this Ace of Pentacles being in reverse, we also have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys, like I said, there's big promotion energy here. If there was an opportunity that just did not fall through, understand that at that time, it just was not meant. Things happen when they're meant. I'm telling y'all, there have been many of things where I'm like, I should have got that. Like, I should have got that. And now I know why I didn't. Oh my girl, if you would have had that going on and knowing that what we know now, like, you just never know what's gonna happen. Like, for example, this isn't like a real scenario, but I'm trying to like do the best I can. So who would have freaking know? Who would have freaking knew that P was gonna be pregnant? Not P. Not P. Okay, so it's certain things, like, what if there were certain things that I wanted to add on or start or like get, and let's just say, like I said, this didn't happen because I was chilling, big chilling. But let's say I wanted to apply for a big ass job or something and I just didn't get it. And it's like, dang, why would that happen? But then, like, I didn't even know that, like, I don't know, X amount of months later, I was gonna be pregnant and I was gonna be going through X, Y, and Z. And let me tell y'all something, my first trimester was not a joke. Honey, shout out to the mothers that still went to work. I don't know, girl, God knew not to get me pregnant in the military, because honey, I don't know how I would have did it. I don't know, like, that was a lot. That first trimester was a lot, honey. Whew. But anyway, that's just an example, y'all. So with this Queen of Pentacles and this Knight of Swords, instead of us resisting, instead of us lashing out or being in maybe even a cocky energy for some of you guys, like, you know what this reminds me of? You ever, like, okay, and it's okay if it was you, girl. I've done this before a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But anybody that knows me knows that I played hella sports when I was younger. I've always been very athletic. I ran track. And anybody that watches my Instagram, they know, like, I used to be in the gym. Like, real big on the gym, all of that. So let's say there was a time where I started to gain weight. I think I talked to y'all about that because of, you know, depression and things like that. Plus I had gotten, it was like crazy. There was like two things existing at once, being depressed, but then also getting in a really happy relationship, and you get the happy weight. It was like, girl, what's going on? And I had to refocus myself. Like, my chia seed, pudding, flaxseed, raw egg eating self had to relearn how to eat. And I'm like, dang, you know, I'm here in front of a nutritionist and I just couldn't believe that I had let myself go like that. I'm like, this lady's trying to tell me new information and I just can't even take the information in because I'm just so stuck on who I used to be. And I'm like, girl, I don't need this information. She trying to tell me and I'm like trying to finish her sentences. Like, oh yeah, you mean like this and like that, because that's making me feel better. That's making me feel like I still have control of the situation. But then I had to check myself. I said, Paige, let this woman teach you, okay? Because obviously we got here. So maybe it's time to kind of not dwell where we used to be and be in this place of resisting the message, and instead just understand, hey, you fell off a little bit. Hey, it might be time to go back to the basics. It's okay. It doesn't make you like this, not even a slob. It doesn't make you less than. It doesn't take away from everything that you've put into your body, or like all the knowledge that you have in regards to nutrition and everything that you learn. It doesn't take away from that. But allow yourself to be taught right now. And I know that might have been all over the place, but it almost reminds me of that. Or like, let's say if some of you guys are so used to being in a certain position, whether it's with likes, with views, with how just something works in life, and then it just stops working. So now you have to go to an advisor, or now you have to take a course, and instead of you being able to listen to whoever is in that position, you're just so stuck on, well, I mean, I used to do this and I can't stand. Who I can't stand. Who wants to be I used to be? Because it's like, girl, like, what is you now? What is you now? Like, you gotta catch yourself. What did J. Cole say? He said something. A fool is the one that's like laughing at the rich. He said something like that. But you ordered Chick-fil-A? Bae, you ordered Chick-fil-A?
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you was walking towards the door.
You want some?
No. I was just asking. You about to leave?
No.
Oh. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, take that as it resonates. Regardless of the fact of how that hits, because I don't know if I was able to tell it in chronological order as I was trying to. Don't be defensive during this time. Don't take it personal. I'm telling you, this is not an attack on you. This is all to help you grow. Do not make this harder than it needs to be, because you're already in a place where you have to learn so much, transform, become this new individual, rebrand yourself, reform yourself. Don't add no extra stress, girl. Don't add no extra stress, girl. Period. Y'all have great things coming in, so that's what you guys need to focus on. Oh shit. Hold on. This fell out, but I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna take it. Or should I? I don't know. No, I'm sorry. God, if I was supposed to take those, then forgive me. But it just came out a little too fast for me. Okay, let me split these up into like honey. Okay. Give me a second here. Let's see. What does my pile one need to focus on? Extra information. Okay, we have the Black Widow, 3rd house in Aquarius. Okay, what do they need to focus on? We have chess. This is chess, not checkers. Is that how they say it? 3rd house and Virgo. Oh, we got a lot of 3rd house. Okay, what's the 3rd house? What is that? Gemini energy? How you communicate? Isn't that? Let me see. Some of you guys are social media influencers. Y'all got natural gifts and talents. Tap into that. That's giving me like magician energy. But anyway, what do they need to focus on? Flag. 6th house in Aries. Ooh. That's real warrior-esque type energy. Okay, look, with that coming out, some of y'all might have some people that want you to fail. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on the haters. Don't focus on none of that. Some of y'all have had so much come against you when you trying to be successful, that you're traumatized and you think that you got to overcompensate or you got to always look behind your back. And you know, let's not focus on that right now. You are protected. Don't feed into the energy because you bring it about. Okay, anyway, let's see what's going on. So we have Black Widow. Let me tell you something. If I ever see one of these a day in my life, I swear to God, I might just faint. And just because I said that, watch me see one. Lord, please don't let me see this, a recluse or whatever. I don't want to see it. Anyway, we have betrayal, warning, twisted turncoat, cunning, danger, toxic situation or relationship, web of control, entrapment, unexpected attack, insidious, poisonous, low vibration. And give me a second. Give me a clarifier. The High Priestess. Let me tell you something. This is like, this would be a what do you need to release? Control and worrying about these things. At the end of the day, you have to trust your intuition and trust that you have a team behind you, even if you can't see them, and trust your abilities so much that it covers all of that out, okay? Some of you guys, that web of control part, okay, period. That web of control part, that just stood out to me. Release it. You cannot control certain things, but you can control what you do with the energy that you have right now. Does that make sense? I hope so. Chess, strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves and counter moves, master plan, course of action, power play, game theory, consequences of actions. That's where the focus needs to be. Our game plan. How can we play, what is it, checkers, not chess? How can you take advantage of this situation? You guys are very smart and capable. Tap into that. We also have flag. I just heard waving the white flag. Anyway, achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day. Plans are coming to fruition. Plans are coming to fruition. King of the mountain. That's what we need to focus. How are we going to get to the end goal if we're not doing what we need to do right now? You should be the best. Put your best foot forward. Do what you can. Who the hell is this calling me? No, I already called them. I was calling them about my medical marijuana card, because I guess it expired. Don't call me back now, girl. We was already on the phone. I'm in action. No, I'm not smoking right now. I'm not. But I guess I gotta renew it. I don't even know if I could renew it because it's in Florida. I don't even live in Florida no more. Let me see if there's anything else that we need to talk about. I don't know, y'all, because I don't want to do too much. I really don't. I was about to go to my my one little deck, but I'm sorry. Girl, no. I'm surprised we even at 20 minutes. Let's see. Extra insight for this pile. This could be with anything. Extra advice or messages for this group. Give it to me straight. Give it to me raw. Live your soul, not a role, period. Embrace your power, period. Accept what is dying, and that's it. Accept what is dying. Accept what you have left. Accept what you are growing out of. Accept it. That's it. And I say that with love. All right, last message. Look at me. I be doing the most. People don't understand. This is how... People don't understand. My one question readings... That's why I charge how I do. Even though I don't really feel like for what I do, honey, it's always going, the price is always going to be upped. But people don't know, like, I put a lot of work into my readings. So like a freaking one question reading could be like 45 minutes. I'm gonna go deep for you. But anyway, okay, period. Shut me up. We got number 28. I am a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. 3 of Pentacles. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. I am a leader. There's somebody watching you. They're looking at you. They want to promote you. They want to give you more. We also have number 17. I am independent. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I feel like this is 2 people. One could be like in a place or in a position where they have to work with others. Others of you, you're in a position where you're having to work with certain elements within your own business. Both of those apply. Take what you need. So yeah, girl, that was your spread, or boy. That was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. All right, pile 2. So there's a lot of residual energy on this deck. And I feel like for someone here, there could be something that you're still stuck on, that you're being asked to kind of like, I'm not even going to say release it. Well, of course, release it. But the best way for you to release it is to focus in the other direction. I don't know. That's for somebody here. And a lot of us know that, but somebody needs to hear that. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, there is someone here, and I'm not judging you, girl, because sometimes people just take you there, okay? If you are feeding into some type of drama, or like, it almost feels like someone here, this is not for everybody, this is a channeled message, but it almost feels like there could be someone here being taunted, whether it's by family, in-laws, ex, third party. This could even be maybe someone here is overindulging in certain tarot readings, and it's causing anxiety, it's causing conflict, it's causing too much blurriness. You're being asked to remove your energy from that. If it is something to do with tarot readings, you know, there is nothing wrong with taking a break. I'm pretty sure anyone could tell you, at least for me, especially tarot readers, I know I'll take breaks. Period. Like, especially when I was in the beginning, before I started doing tarot readings, if I saw myself getting a little too obsessed, or just it was too many conflicting messages and I was just doing the most, I took a break. Sometimes you got to reconnect with yourself and kind of just release the need to want to know everything, especially when you're looking outside of yourself. I mean, of course, P pops her shit, okay, and I know my gifts are genuine and real, but at the end of the day, you have to trust yourself. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from the outside noise in order to trust yourself. Period. Okay? Period. Sometimes you got to remove yourself from that. There is nothing wrong with that. If someone apologizes like, P, I'm so sorry, I haven't been back in a long time, I just needed some time to just sit with my energy, I would start, girl, you ain't gonna apologize. Thank you for the break. Thank you for the break. Because I could always feel in someone's energy when they're overdoing the readings. But anyway, that's a message. Or even just engaging in drama. I just thought of Krishan, the whole, oh, girl, the Krishan Blueface, everything, Jesus. Okay, anyway, we don't even want to bring that energy up in here. 3 to 4 cards. What does Pile 2 need to focus on? Let's be clear. What does Pile 2 need to focus on? Look at that. Is that, who the hell is this? I'm sorry, y'all. Can't you tell I'm starting to slip? Over here cussing and stuff. This is the 5 of something. And I'm not sure. Give me a minute, girl. Give me a minute. Oh, my son. Torment. That's not that. So it's not the 5 of Cups. Is this the 5 of Swords? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It ain't the 5 of Swords. Give me a minute. Because if this ends up being the 5 of Wands, that's funny. I mean, it's not. Or this could even be the 5 of Pentacles. Let me see. And really, I should know. It is the 5 of Pentacles. I should know. I need to learn my little arrows and stuff. And then this is the 7 of Swords. Okay, got it. I should have looked at that. Anyway, so we have the 5 of Pentacles here. Look at my channel message coming to life. We have the 5 of Pentacles here. We also have the 7 of Swords. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Give me 2 more. What do they need to focus on? I don't know if this is supposed to be up or down. So we have the Hierophant. Ooh, we got to get to the truth of something. We're entertaining too many lies here. This is very specific, okay? So let me tell y'all what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these upright just so I can give myself some room. But these are shaky cards here. I really feel like with this pile, there's something threatening either your peace And if I must say so, I really say like it's threatening your peace, but also there's a little bit of allowing it to threaten your peace, giving it too much access, giving it too much leadway. There's something that you believe in, there's something that you want, there's something that you feel like you deserve to have, and I feel like whatever this outside situation is, they are not abiding by that. And some of you guys have been trying to compensate in a way that's not healthy, to make all parties involved feel some type of way, to feel better. But really, I really think you guys are being asked, I know I'm speaking out of turn, girl, because I still got to pull some more cards. But for someone here, I really feel like you're being called to ask yourself, what is it that I want? What is going to make me happy? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel balanced, at peace? Like, for example, one of the things I thought about, this is just an example. Let's say there's someone here struggling with beliefs, or maybe you're very spiritual and your family is very religious, and certain things that they say, very triggering, they get to you, they're swaying you, you always feel like you're going back and forth with them. One thing that I had to teach myself in my early little stages of, I don't know, because I still hold my like certain Christian beliefs that I have. It's really weird, it's hard to explain, but anyway, during my early stages when I started doing tarot, I had to remind myself, I said, why are you getting so triggered when someone says something? You got to just validate yourself. If you validate yourself and if you believe in what you do and you know the intention behind it, that should be it. You shouldn't be like, nobody else should be able to come in and make you question yourself unless you yourself are questioning yourself, okay? So that's for somebody here, but let me pull some more cards, but let me say, why the Five of Pentacles? Why the Five of Pentacles? There's a couple messages coming out. You ain't gonna like me after this message. Okay. You ain't gonna like me. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Oppression. Oh no. We are not doing this, pile two. Why the Hierophant? We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. The Queen of Swords. We ain't doing this. And why? I'm pretty sure that's Justice. Why is Justice here? Yeah, truth. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, there is no judgment. I done been here before. That's why I speak on it. Let me just tell you something. With this Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles can talk about a lot of things. I just want to scoot that in. There's a lot here that is reminding me of someone carrying a weight that's just not needed. It's adding extra stress. She juggling all them dang on balls. He got that thing around his neck. That's giving jail. It's like, what's the nest? That cuckoo bird is not even supposed to be in that nest. If y'all, let me tell y'all, you need to look up cuckoo birds. I be trying to explain it on here, but I don't want to give y'all false information. Them birds are very sneaky. Anyway, Five of Pentacles. Let's just go to the basics because there's a lot coming down. Loss, regret, financial struggles, theft, being left out in the cold, someone abandoning you, feeling less than. There's so much that comes with these number 5 cards, okay? We also have this Son of Cups, which I believe is either the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups. But honey, let me tell you, it really doesn't matter. You have to focus on the truth. We cannot allow ourselves to keep floating in the lie, thinking that things are going to fix themselves. For example, and I know I've been here before. You ever been in a situation dang near on drowning? You're struggling, whether it's a relationship, whether it's financially, whether it's just period. I remember I was like this in the military. I was just, oh my gosh, drowning. I'm like, oh my gosh. Trying to fight past it, just ignoring what the signs were, ignoring what God was trying to lead me to do, whether it was get therapy or just look at another path. I just kept trying to force it, kept trying to make it work, all these different things. And it was allowing me or causing me to not really focus on the solution because I was too busy trying to put a band-aid on everything. I was too busy trying to make everything work, push past it, lying to myself that this is what I'm meant to be doing. I'm sorry, it's funny now because where I'm at, girl, that was a damn lot. And it's like, whatever you're fighting against, whatever you're procrastinating on doing, whether it's something to do with your finances, life, whatever it is causing more harm than not, okay? There's something about this situation that you are in where we're very hopeful about it. It almost feels like sometimes you may gaslight yourself. There's like a gaslighting here, like okay, God help me, because there's so much coming down. I think I'm gonna have to give examples. So let me start with the first example. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me try to bring it back because there's so much coming down. Let's say this is someone who is struggling financially, and it would probably be in their best interest to go to a financial advisor. It would probably be in their best interest to start trying to save money. But because they are just trapped in this specific way of thinking with this Five of Pentacles, it's almost like they're not able to see clearly. So what happens is they almost end up gaslighting themselves, manipulating themselves, telling themselves it's going to get better, or, you know, it's all right, like I'll get it later, or, you know what, I'm gonna just spend this money now, but I know I'm gonna get this back and do this. And then it always becomes this never-ending cycle of just the same thing. Next thing you know, so much time has passed, and I don't know, you're in debt this much, or you got outstanding bills, or there's specific things that you could have had handled a lot sooner. And y'all, I'm trying. I know that might not be making sense. It's all making sense in my head. Like, I literally have the message in my head, but it's so hard to come out. Or like being in a relationship that has not proven. Oh yeah, here we go. Let the church say amen. People speak relationship now. Now, anytime I start talking about a toxic relationship, they start like, oh yeah, I get that. Let me tell you, a relationship that has just not changed over a certain amount of time. This is giving me this, doing the same thing, expecting different results. There is some type of dynamic here where it's like you keep doing the same thing, knowing that it's not right, knowing that it's hurting you, knowing that it's not okay, knowing that right now it's not going to change unless we do something different, but we are still deciding to put a band-aid on it. We are still deciding to maybe let that person that we're struggling in this relationship with come and sweet talk us, even though ain't nothing that they saying matching up to the actions. We're just letting it be fed to us with this Seven of Swords and this Ten of Wands. We're keeping ourselves in this place. Some of you guys might even be in a situation where the other person is the breadwinner. And maybe you're not. This to me is almost like a jail cell. It's so hard to explain this, y'all, because there's so many different situations coming out. Please bear with me. Whether this is a mental prison, a physical prison, low-key, high-key, it's something that you feel stuck in, that I feel like your spiritual team is like, no, I need you to focus on the truth. Just like, okay, you ever be watching the Krishan thing? It's like, Krishan, if you would just take a second to stop going live, or maybe let's just stop talking the blue. You know, it's easy for people to say on the outside, and I'm not saying that I fully feel, well, I ain't gonna tell y'all how I feel, because I take an outside stance about that, but where it's like, if you just Control Alt Delete just for a second, or even just stop giving him energy like this, I'm telling you, that problem would start to diminish. It's almost like in her situations where she's stuck continuously feeding the issue. There is something that this pile is doing where you're feeding the issue. Like I said, we do this when we procrastinate. We're feeding the issue. We end up not even like, yeah, you might for a second not have anxiety and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just wait till later. But then later comes and it's like, oh my gosh, like you ever procrastinate and feel like that? That's feeding the issue. Or constantly telling yourself one minute you gonna end the relationship and really like go do your own thing, get your own job, get your place, move your family out. But then You allow that Band-Aid to come in. You talk yourself out of it, but then we're back in this rotation of just feeling, what's the word? Maybe sick, depressed, less than, just nasty about our situation. But there is definitely something here that you're being asked to put your foot down on and start seeing the truth of it. That's really what it's coming down to. You guys need to focus on the truth and not the lies, okay? And I know some of you, let me just say this, because I heard it in my mind. Some of you, I remember, what was it? There was something I was reading the other day where the girl was talking about, I just don't know if I should, you know, continue to make my relationship better. And a lot of the stuff that she was saying, I was like, okay, check, you could get past that. Okay, check, you could get past that. And then the third thing was like, and then, you know, he also threatened to KILL me, and you know, and I'm like, girl, hold on. Why you list that last? That should have been the first thing that you said. Control Alt Delete. It's like, you ever talk to a friend, or have you ever been the friend where they are talking about all these things? They're like, I just don't know if he's lying to me, but you're like, yo, it is literally right there. There is information right here in front of y'all faces, and some of you guys are refusing to take it in because it might be painful. The truth hurts. It could break up a family. It could cause you to have to remove yourself from a codependent situation. It could cause you to have to be independent, to grow on your own. But honey, you could either do that or stay in this situation. This is definitely giving a bit of tough love, because your spiritual team is wanting you to separate and see that you need to press. Okay, we need to focus on the truth, our strength, and we need to focus on what's going to give us peace, because we already know what's not giving us peace. We already know. It's just accepting it. How can you accept the truth? You got to see it for what it is. And at the end of the day, if you're asking yourself, but like, I just don't know what the truth is, honey, how much more has to happen for you to know what the truth is? How much more has to happen before you understand what the problem is? That's what it's giving for someone. For sure. Strength. Using the logics. Maybe taking a step back from the emotions. Not that I don't want you guys to validate your feelings, but I do feel like there's a little bit of gaslighting here. A little bit of manipulation happening, whether it's happening outside of you or whether it's happening by you. And there's something here about, you got to get to the facts. You got to get to the real. Seven of Swords, there could be information that you're avoiding, leaving out when you're trying to contemplate what you should do next. There could even be someone in a situation that's stringing you along, holding information back. And yet we are just eating it up, gobbling it up, and taking it as it comes. Absolutely not. We have to stop feeding the problem. It's time to become independent, strengthen ourselves, okay? Make some great decisions for ourselves and allow ourselves to be in a place of balance. At the end of the day, you think she not just a little bit struggling at this, you know, but this is the thing. She on this little tightrope, okay? Not everybody could do this. There might be difficulties as you try to transition into this healthier way of living after you know, come face to face with the truth. I'm not gonna lie, for some of y'all, it's gonna hurt. But honey, this adjustment is gonna lead to so much more peace, so much more clarity, so much more rest if we could just accept it. Because going back to my first example, once I went on that deployment, honey, I always talk about this. Something traumatic happened. Well, so many things traumatic happened, but it was on that deployment when I saw what I saw. That let me know. I said, girl, this is not for you. Specifically the job I was doing. I said, this is not for you, especially how I was growing spiritually. I said, I cannot believe I just seen that. And I'm trying not to say what I want to say. It was just a lack of empathy. What I saw on the screen, knowing that I did that technically because I led the pilots to go there and do what they did. It was like crazy. Have you ever seen people living on screen and then next thing you know, they not? Because of you, girl, that's crazy. I don't even want to go there. See, I had to talk about it in like a way of comedy because I cannot feel those emotions. But anyway, once that happened, I finally had this thought. I said, Paige, no. At that point in time, once I was able to separate instead of trying to force something that just was not working, I was then able to be like, okay, so what are my options? Now that I'm thinking clearly, now that I'm ready to face that, now that I'm not taking it personal, feeling like I failed because I don't want to do this or I want to change my job. Because I had a job that people, you know how it be, girl. When people be like, you can make so much money on the outside. I mean, I had a top secret. So like the type of job that I had, some people just like, oh, the money you can make. I mean, this is like a high stack. I don't care. My peace, honey. I don't want to do this. No. It's almost like if your parents want you to become a doctor and you're like, yeah, I know, like I could be getting this and that, but this is not what I want to do. I want to be a hairstylist. I want to do something more creative. But you just don't want to have to deal with the backlash, the interference, the judgment. So you just try to like stick it through because it makes the most sense. Honey, once I separated myself from that cloud, I was able to finally think about other options. Totally forgot that I could have retrained. Totally forgot that I could have did X, Y, and Z. It was like the amount of clarity that I had once I finally separated the BS and was just real with myself, no matter how painful it was. I was like, wow, I could actually start to think about solutions. Now I can actually start to think about a game plan on how I can get to that goal instead of focusing on this goal that was never supposed to be anything involved in my future. That was never why God put me in there. For me to be doing 20 plus years. I was there to learn, go through certain things, gain recognition, and retire in the way that I did, honey. It all happened how it was meant to, but I didn't know that. So I'm trying to force something, especially if you're someone that's not used to failing. You gotta release yourself from this word failing too. It's not failure. This is a win. To put yourself in a place of peace where you could be comfortable, where you could feel good about yourself, where you could feel like you could grow without always doing something that's just irritating you, waking up unhappy, waking up feeling like you don't got no power. It's time to empower ourselves, okay? And start looking at the regimen needed in order for us to get to the real goal. But we can't even get to the real goal until we control, alt, delete this BS. That's really not for us, okay? There's so much more peace waiting on the outside, period. Can you give me like one more card for advice? Like, can you give me one more card for advice of what could be their first step? What could be their first step? The Hangman. You gotta really look at it. You gotta take the time to be like, okay, what needs to be sacrificed? The Hangman to me is someone that's been in limbo. We gotta take ourselves out of limbo. Page of Swords underneath that. No matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how scary it is, you got to take the time to think about it for what it is from a logical perspective. Be prepared to make the sacrifices. Really be real about yourself about what's not working. That's the thing. We got to be real with ourselves and be like, okay, is this working or is it not? Yeah, I love them, but am I happy or am I not? Period. You have to cut off the excess trim because this is about you, okay? You could have such a successful, stress-free, we all have stressors, but stress-free, comfortable type of life if we just separate from the BS. That's the best way I could describe it without dragging it, honey, because I already dragged it a little bit. That's just what I'm seeing. And that's just the message. So let's keep going. Let me see. Additional messages for this pile. Additional messages. Ooh. Seek hidden treasure. Count your blessings. Be patient. Imagine solutions. Come on, y'all. And listen, this be patient is almost giving me what's happening over here. Yes, it's gonna be an adjustment. Yes, just because, let me tell you something. Do you think girl, do you think I ain't go through hell when I was in the military? Even when I found out I was retiring and I knew that the light was at the end of the tunnel, because there were certain adjustments that I now had to prepare for, certain things I still had to do that I'm not going to get into right now, because then I'll really be traumatized, girl. But there was just certain things that had to happen, and I just had to kind of weigh everything out and be patient. You know, I didn't just happen to retire. It was like certain steps that had to happen. Not fully knowing what was going to happen. But honey, just me knowing that I finally faced the facts of what was going on, that's when I was able to start healing and helping myself, okay? Period, point blank. I want to see if there's something else. I wanted to pull from this one deck, but I want to be careful. I want to be careful. I do want to be, I'm not going to pull from that other deck. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm supposed to. But let's see. Other messages for this pile. Message of encouragement. We have number 19. I am a pioneer. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work, and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. So let's act like it. Period. Okay, is there anything else? I feel like there's another deck I could be using. You know what, girl? Just because I had to go a little hard on y'all, just because I had to go a little hard, I am going to go to the advice deck, my seed oracle deck. We're going to read 2 excerpts. This could be related to what I've already talked about or related to some other message. So let's get to it. I'm only taking 1 card. Come on. Messages for this pile. Thank you. We have Elder. Number 34. Let's go. Number 34. You got me. The knots in the elder tree are used by the German Waldgeister as doorways through the forest. A new opportunity for you and only you, is coming into your life soon. But like the elder gateways, it may not be instantly recognizable. Only you will see it for what it is. So keep your eyes peeled for signs that seem particularly personal to you. This is why they want you to get on board with the truth. Everything is going to fall into place after this. Trust me, please. Because it happened for me. I know this energy. I'm telling you. Trying to help you, girl. We also have the elder is a tree beloved by mischievous magic and inhabited by pixies and ghosts around the world. Stopping beneath it for too long may lull you into a long and gripping sleep, okay? Drawing this card is a warning. You may soon be tempted to slow down and take things easier, but doing so may mean you miss some key opportunities. Whatever waits to lure you away from your goal, don't let it distract your focus. Literally, she's on this tightrope. There's all these birds back here trying to threaten the balance. Honey, don't let it. Period. Okay, so yes, pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comment. All right, so pile 3, I want to go ahead and clear the energy because pile 2, they just carried a different type of energy. If you were coming from pile 2, you already know. So let's see. Someone's name could start with a T, X, or an M, first, middle, initial, or a F. Why did Fahrenheit just come to my mind? And then there's a song where they're like 90 degrees, but I just don't know what it is. But anyway, is we mad? Is we feeling hot? Is we feeling good? Is we feeling sexy? What's happening? So let's see. All right, really quick, some channel messages. This is not going to be for everybody. I've done this for each pile. Someone here, you have something that people want. This could be a good job, a good partner, a family. Ooh. Okay. Excuse me. I really feel like you're being asked to have certain boundaries, to not allow access to be had, because you do have some people that are hating. You do. Some of you guys have some people hating on your relationship. Okay, girl, let's get into this because I don't know why that just came out. Better boundaries, okay? Maybe not sharing all your information, because let me tell you, whether it's with a relationship or not, you know what's coming to my mind? Be careful of who you share your problems with, because not everybody is rooting for you, even if they're close to you. Some people take satisfaction in your downfalls, even if it's something minor. I'm picking up on that, okay? So I gotta ask, I'm sorry, is there anyone that pile 3 needs to be aware of that they need to pull their energy back from? Who is this person? 9 of Swords. There could be someone that you've been confiding into lately, and they may struggle with a lot of anxiety, or this could be your energy. Let me see what's going on here. Queen of Wands. Okay, they could be a fire sign. We have a fire sign, we have an air sign, specifically Gemini. It just feels like, let me tell you something, there's someone that I feel like you may confide in, and once you confide into them, you should feel relaxed, you know? You should feel like, whoo, I just got that off my chest. But I feel like once you confide into this person, it just increases the anxiety. It might be time to pull back, because it's fucking with the motion, okay? I feel like this is a very confident pile, a very attractive pile. You have something that a lot of people want, and really something that I feel like this person wants, and I do feel like you're being asked to take a step back, okay? Is there anything else you want to tell me about this individual? Leo energy. Okay, they could be a Leo. Okay, and we have Scorpio. That's, I don't know why the first thing that I just got, there could be some competition here that you don't really know about. You might be really creative. Some of you guys even have just a picture perfect life to this person. There's something specific that this person wants that you have. It could be, like I said, children, a creative project, a partner, strength, okay? People behind you, stuff that you might even take for granted. But just know that this person specifically, they have some deep-seated envy about that. And it could be because they're going through certain things in their life right now. For everybody, I'm not saying that you got to cold, like cut them off, but definitely pull back your energy. This is not someone that you want to be sharing all your details and stuff with, because I don't think they're having the reaction that you think they're having, okay, on the inside. They're kind of getting some type of satisfaction from it. Just saying. Okay, dang. Whew. Clear it out, girl. I'll be doing that. That wasn't for everybody, though, so let's get into the message of what you need to focus on. Some of you, I keep getting the same thing. Separating, you know how they say it's nothing personal, this is business. There needs to be some boundaries somewhere, okay? We're merging 2 worlds that don't need to be merged. You know, you got to kind of tell family, like, yes, you still have to pay the full price. Like, yes, you're family, but this is business. I don't know. Okay, okay. Come on, Lord. Keep me on track. Keep me on track. Okay. What does pile 3 need to focus on? What does pile 3 need to focus on? Becoming more organized. 6 of Swords. I did see the Queen of Swords, but I'm not going to take it out. What does pile 3 need to focus on? The 5 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, one more. And the Knight of Pentacles. These are feeling like 2 situations. Give me a clarifier for the 6 of Swords. The World card. Why the 5 of Swords? That came out kind of fast, but the Sun is here. And the Fool card. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Dang, the Magician. Ooh. It's hella major arcana here. And then why this Knight of Pentacles? The Queen of Cups. Okay, so let me just tell y'all what I'm getting. With this Queen of Cups that's at the end of this, there's something here, a decision that's going to need to be made in order for you to be in the best position possible, whether it's you and your family. There's like a sense of peace, like a sense of we're moving on from this. I've closed this chapter. I've outgrown this, okay? Being real with yourself about what you've outgrown, what we're not dealing with. Also, being present. A lot of you guys need to be present in what you've accomplished already. That's going to help you to figure out what you've outgrown and what no longer is serving you. You know, when you just like, I mean, I don't even got to explain that. I just feel like there's a certain level of an accomplishment or a certain accomplishment that you guys have like accessed, have received, and you're being asked. It's almost like we don't need you to continue acting how you used to act. There's a certain level of leadership that's now needed, a certain level of responsibility, a certain level of protection, because you're going in a different direction. You have to accept that first. And once you accept that, you're going to be able to see where the dark spots are, because you guys are shining. I feel like a real big elevation here. The Sun card is also here, clarifying the Five of Swords. I feel like the truth is wanting to be revealed to you around what is no longer serving you. Who's a hater? Who's for you? Who have you outgrown? What regimens are not working anymore? This could even be I mean, I do feel like it's deeper than this, but also, like, is there any clutter? Like, where's the clutter in your house? What's not working? That's what we need to focus on, okay? Because you know what? I really feel like some of you guys have a family. There's like a you and something else, whether it's your project. You guys are going to different places. You're meant to. And there are certain things that could threaten your success if you allow it. And I feel like one thing we need to focus on is, one, bettering our situation, finding peace, gaining this closure, and accepting it for what it is. Going back to this Queen of Cups, because it was kind of like giving me iffy vibes of whether it wanted to be upright or reverse. I get it. It's not fun knowing or like having a moment and being like, damn, I really outgrew them. Especially if you've known them for a while, or dang, I've really outgrown this relationship, or dang, like I've really outgrown these clothes. Dang, like I really am not feeling like connected to this person or to this situation, or damn, like I really put a lot into this place, but I am thinking that I have to elevate and go in a different direction. I got to change jobs. I got to close out this chapter. Yes, your emotions will fluctuate between feeling really bad and just, you know how it is. Like, you ever like outgrow a friend and you just know it, but you know, there are certain emotions that come with that, because you're like, damn, I didn't want to have to, you know, step away or like necessarily leave you behind or take a step back, but this is what's necessary. That's what we're needing to focus on. And just knowing and giving ourselves grace as our emotions fluctuate. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's all about how you handle things. But you got to make this decision, because y'all have other things to achieve. You have certain levels that you're trying to reach. And I just feel like there's certain people that are just not meant to come with you. Certain ways of life that are just not meant to come into this next chapter. It's almost like an energy of like, I just don't want to engage in that no more. Like, I just don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be around this no more. And it feels like whatever you've been trying to disconnect from, or whatever you have been allowing around you, you've been trying to fit it in. And it's like, dang, this is starting to become a burden. Why do I always feel weird around this person? Or why do I feel weird at this job? At the end of the day, everything I just said, that's just what it is. It's like, we need to focus on achieving the goals, being present in our achievements, and really, like, let me just say that, being present in where we are in our achievements, and being like, okay, since I've elevated, everything around me has to elevate. I'm no longer where I used to be. I'm no longer in the past. I'm no longer bound to that situation. This is where I'm at. I feel like pile 2, this is what pile 2 is going to be walking into once they separate. This is what this is giving me. You could go watch that if you feel called. I feel like this pile could probably watch both piles for real. But anyway, the Sun card. I feel like whoever you are, there's a lot here around validating yourself, your ideas, what you want in order to be happy. If there is anyone that's like questioning that, at the end of the day, we love a good constructive criticism, but there's something here where it's just not needed. It's like, whether these are intrusive thoughts, whether these are coming from outside sources, like you ever just have a naysayer, you're just like, damn, like why? If you don't got nothing nice to say, like why you saying it at all? Or like, why does it feel like you always shooting down my ideas? Or why do I feel like your fears are projecting onto me? That person, it might just be time to remove that. At the end of the day, what this is representing to me is being loyal to what it is that you want. And whoever's not falling in line with that, it might be time to cut them. Separate, put up some distance, whatever you need to do. With this Wheel of Fortune and this Fool card, I also feel like there's a need to focus on what you're being handed, okay? There might be a lot going on right now. A waiting period. What are you trying to tell me? Okay, that might not have been the word. Give me a second. There's something I feel like about to happen for someone that literally is about to low-key change their life. Something that they've wanted with this King of Cups. There could be something that's on its way coming in. You might not be aware of it, but I feel like, let me see how they're trying to tell me to say this. Give me a second, y'all, because there's a lot of major arcana here. This is why I think it's important to just recognize the energy that you're in and what needs to go, because this chapter that you're going into, there are a lot of major arcana here. Not like, look at this picture. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but those cows look mad as fuck. Ooh, I don't like this. Hold up really quick, because I'm getting blurry. Give me 1 second. I just gotta ground myself. Don't compromise what you want for other people. I don't know what's been like being whispered in your ear. I don't know if it's like, it's somebody that's not agreeing. There's some type of disagreement here. Or like, you ever like I think I gave this, did I give this example in Power 1 or 2? Like, let's say you know for a fact what you want to do in this life. You know what you want to go after, but you just have a parent, maybe a controlling parent, or just someone that you really care about that just has a way of swaying you. You have to be true to what you want. Focus on, how can I learn how to validate myself? How can I be true to what I want? How can I like really find strength in what it is that I want and not be like swayed by these outside distractions? How can I empower my abilities? Because your abilities, your vision is outweighing whatever these disruptions are, whatever these fears are, whatever these naysayers got to say. It's outweighing all of that. You just have to believe that. Put yourself around the right people. Some of you guys, there's a real big energy on doing something that you're uncomfortable with. That's going to, how do I want to say this? It's almost giving me like taking a risk. Like, if there's anyone here that you struggle with putting yourself out there or connecting with a crowd that might be more elevated, this would be a great time to do that. I don't know. There's something here around taking a risk and knowing that it's going to work out for you. This could be moving to a new place. There's something going on here. And I gotta ask. I need you to really, because I'm drawing a blank. Why the Wheel of Fortune? This could be a new house, new friends, the Moon card. Ooh, okay. It's not meant to be known. I got it. The Two of Swords is right here. I got it. Let me tell you, there's something big, a big blessing coming in for this pile. Big adjustments, big changes. Something is gonna work out for you, okay? It's like a destined workout, okay? With this Fool card, you're being asked to take the chance, okay? In a way where you feel comfortable, like it kind of goes against your comfort, but you still like give yourself the time to kind of take in the scenery. You know, when I think of the Fool card, that's someone that's going on a journey. But it's like where you taking this Fool card, combining it with this Knight of Pentacles, and we're still journeying. We're still optimistic. We're willing to learn. We're willing to take in our environment. And we're also willing to master our skills. Definitely, you might definitely want to watch the other piles, because there's like this other message that's coming through. in this group. But really, what I really want to say, because honey, the naysayers ain't gonna confuse me. There's just a lot here around embracing your vision and moving forward on that, regardless of what someone else has to say, okay? Because you have the tools, the talents, you have everything that you need in order to make this happen. Yes, it might take some time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but don't let what someone else has said to you stop you from going in that direction. And if things do not move as fast as you think they're supposed to, that does not mean it's not gonna work. Sometimes when we have someone in our ear that's doubting us, if our vision doesn't take off as fast as we want it to, we start to think, oh, they're probably right. Like, oh, maybe you know, second guessing yourself. That's not what this is about. The speed of how this comes about is happening for a reason. There are certain lessons you got to go through, certain ups and downs, certain things that have to happen to push you in this direction. A lot of you guys have really great things happening, especially if you're in some type of business. I'm gonna leave it at that because, honey, there's something here, and I don't know if it's like, part of me feels like there's this energy of like the naysayer energy, but then I also feel like your spiritual team is like, this might not be something that you need to know right now. Because some of y'all get scared when y'all know too much. Look at that. The eclipse is right here. That's funny. Okay. So let's see. What does this group need to focus on? Oh. What does this group need to focus on? What does this group need to focus on? What does pile 3 need to focus on? Oh, she. We got the Wheel of Karma. The 8th house in Sagittarius. No, girl. 8th house in Gemini. We also have the Broken Vase. 5th house Taurus. What do they need to focus on? Or just more information on their situation. We also have, dang, I ain't never seen this. 3rd house Gemini. A lot of Gemini energy. We also got that Magician right here. What do they need to focus on? Oh, that was too much, girl. We ain't taking all that. Dynamite. 5th house Leo. Oh, yeah. I like that. We got 2 of these where, like, the specific sign is in its house. But anyway, let me just read these. Take what you can from this. This could be about what you need to focus on or just more insight into your situation. Some of this might even be about like giving you more highlighted information about what could possibly be the distraction or something that you need to release. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Karma. Karma, Dharman, destined, inevitable. Cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, blind justice. Let me tell you something. If you have to make hard decisions, again, your emotions are going to fluctuate, but just understand it was meant to happen this way. Like, don't beat yourself up if you have to cut some people off. Anyway, Broken Vase. Hardship, misfortune, trial, overcome, crisis, 2 steps back, change of state, grief, fix it, opportunity, pressure, burden, destroy, adversity, accident, disappointment, setback. That could also be with that Wheel of Fortune, even though the Wheel of Fortune was giving me good energy. But I feel like, really, let me tell y'all, if y'all want to avoid some of this stuff, I really feel like it's time to make the adjustments now. That's all I'm gonna say. Broken heart, heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, funk, sadness, mourning, distress, letdown, gloomy, hopelessness, regret, crisis, unhappy, hurt, bitter, devastated, emotional pain. Dynamite, excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup, catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blast, sudden, unexpected, fast. Okay. Now I'm getting this other storyline, so I do want to pull one card on this, or a couple cards. For those that may be, you know what else is happening? Some of you guys went through something very traumatic, and it has ended. And it's time to accept the ending. And it's also time to remove ourselves from entertaining that energy anymore and really start focusing on our happiness. Understanding that what goes down must come back up. You may have to rebuild yourself again, start over, relearn yourself, but honey, it's going to happen. And during this time, you're going to really be able to empower yourself. And you're also going to just feel really good about yourself, feel good about your talents. while being disconnected from what you used to be bound to, because some of you guys did go through a rough period. And I feel like something that you need to know is that closure is coming, calmer waters are coming, justice is coming, and better is coming in. Okay, there will be redemption. Let me say that. I'm also getting that for someone here. Okay. Okay, girl, let me just set these down. My hands aren't working right now. Any other advice for this file? The Star card. Yes, healing is happening. Listen, don't make it any harder on yourself. At the end of the day, be present. Understand what has ended, what has caused pain, what has happened. Shine the light on it. Push through and work on accepting it so that you can start to really shift the energy for yourself. Okay, no matter how uncomfortable it is. You definitely might want to go watch the other 2 piles. Now, I know these cards is everywhere, but girl, just don't look at the screen. Okay, one more card, advice for my viewers. Pile 3. 1 card, please. Any advice for them? What do they need to hear? Okay, we got the oak. It's like a little acorn. Number 13. What a lightning strike. That lightning strike is fierce. Let's see what these books are saying, girl. Number 13. Great oaks from little acorns grow. One of the mightiest trees we have, sacred to gods of thunder, Zeus and Thor, starts life as a tiny seed filled with enormous promise. Acorns are a powerful but dormant source of potential, and to look at one, it's hard to imagine what it could grow into. From this, we can learn an important lesson to remain humble, even in the knowledge of our capacity for greatness. Others will notice this and appreciate your modesty. That is true. You know, when you look at an acorn and then you look at these trees, to think, girl, to think. Have you seen how big some of these trees? Okay, that was powerful. That was powerful. What did I just watched a movie and they said that it was like trying to make was it? I think it was an Ants. No, not Ants. What's the other one? Bug's Life, where he was talking to the little bug and telling her, like, because she didn't have her wings yet. Anyway, girl. 13 of the book. Due to their great height, oak trees are those most likely to be struck by lightning, making them sacred to ancient gods of thunder such as Zeus, Perun, and Thor. Yet despite this propensity, the mighty oak stands strong and unyielding in times of adversity. 5 of Swords. With deep roots and sturdy branches, its great strength reminds us that we are self-sufficient, weathering any storm and emerging ready to face the next. Yes, that's something definitely. Focus on how you could be helping yourself right now, because honey, the energy is going to shift for you. And honey, like I said, what goes down will come back up, period. Ooh, have faith. I was thinking of a mustard seed. I was. What else? Reassess. Focus on success. Give me one more. Give me one more. Give me one more. Okay, we're 3. Or 3. We have bust out of your cocoon, retreat, and we have reach for the stars. I feel like this is retreating from what's just not serving you and then focusing on what is, and then just going after that, putting that full energy, putting that sun energy, just going after that. Let's refocus our energy and focus on what's really necessary. Okay, let me see what else. This little deck right here is really like screaming towards me. I don't know why. I'm gonna just pull something. You can interpret it how you wish, because I'm already doing too much. Okay. More messages for pile 3. Plus, I got a hair appointment. What time is it, girl? Anyway, where should they focus? Thank you. We have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. That's almost giving me this Wheel of Fortune card for whatever reason, but let's see what it says. Take what you can from this. 66. Okay. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took, there we go. When you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be. That being human can be lonely and confusing. Let me read that again. That being human can be lonely and confusing. That the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. So accept the highs and the lows. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows. Wow, I didn't even know I was going to say that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Periods. Given the Wheel of Fortune. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. I definitely, who the hell is this? Is there someone at the door? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to be out. Yes, sir. Alright, I'm doing a video. Huh? I was doing a video. I didn't notice. Someone just finished that up. But okay, guys. Sorry I had to cut it short. But yeah, girl, like that's what it's giving. So yes, Power 3, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.